on this St. Patrick's Day in the heart of the Riverbend. Debbie and Alice striding and surviving as we embark on the dinner auction on Saturday, March 25th at 7371 Marine Road. That's the Moose Lodge in Edwardsville. How are we doing today, guys?
Good.
Good.
Awesome. So take me through this. Striding and Survivin has been around for how long?
Since 2010. We originally started it as a way to raise funds for a 60-mile walk that we do. Mm-hmm. It actually started, my daughter and I started doing the walk in 2008, and you have to raise like $2,300 a person to participate in the walk, and that funding goes for cancer research. So for breast cancer research for the most part. And so from there we started doing these events. We've had dueling pianos, we've had different bands, we always have an auction, and we have expanded, and we have so far raised like $392,000.
Wow.
And we originally were supporting a gas card program that gives gas cards to patients going through chemo treatment, and we have given them almost $30,000. And we just started our own.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is really incredible. And can I ask you how the idea came to fruition? Was there an event that happened personally, or was it just something that you've always wanted to lend a hand and raise awareness for?
Well, I hit my 18-year mark as a breast cancer survivor on March 7th.
Congratulations.
So that started it, and then I saw these advertisements for the 60-mile walk, and I was not athletic by any means, still not really, but decided that I would, I really wanted to do it. My daughter said she would do it. And the first year we ended up, it was myself, my daughter, my sister-in-law, and my niece went. And since then we've had a minimum of 3 people go every year, up to like 19 people. So
that's incredible. And Debbie, take us through your time with the organization.
Well, during the pandemic, I decided to try, because we didn't get to a lot of our fundraising, so I decided to make masks and donate the money to the organization. So I thought I'll make 50 masks, sell them for $5, give the organization $250. Well, that went way above and beyond, and I made over 3,000 masks. So that money was donated to the organization, and that's why we started the gas card program ourselves.
That's incredible. And I mean, to me, it's not easy to accomplish what you guys are accomplishing because it takes a lot of funds, a lot of awareness. What do you credit for your guys' success in this?
well, I guess I would have to say we have a lot of great family and friends that support us. And over the years, we've brought in new volunteers. Our organization is strictly a volunteer organization, so no one is in a paid position. So everything we raise goes directly to the cause. And, over the years of having the event, we've had a lot of new guests that came and just keep coming back. So that's the great part.
So you must be doing something right, huh?
Well, we hope so.
So I'm going to ask you a little bit more about the details about the Stridin and Survivin dinner auction, which is Saturday, March the 25th at the Moose Lodge in Edwardsville. So take us through this. When we get there, at 5:30? Is that the time we get there?
Doors open at 5:30, or actually they open at 5.
Oh.
And there'll be a check-in process where everybody goes through and, checks into the event, gets their bidder number. We have a silent auction that will be there, and we also have an oral auction. We
Really
have
cool.
A big raffle. We have a Yeti cooler, a rolled wet Yeti cooler, a Blackstone griddle, and $150 cash. So there's 3 prizes that'll be given out for our
Wow.
raffle, and then we will also have some 50-50 raffles and a beer and booze raffle. So
That's incredible. You guys are pulling out all the stops for this, huh? That's really cool. And honestly, I'm kind of intrigued by the Yeti cooler. We have summer right around the corner,
yeah, come on in, and you don't have to be present to win the big raffle.
That's great to know. And honestly, I haven't been this shows my age or lack thereof. I have never been to a live auction before. Like
Really?
an oral auction. I've been to silent auctions in the where you write the name down and somebody outbids you because they just want to mess with you until you get stuck with the raffle basket. I'm a little bitter still. If anyone wants tickets, no. With that being said, how does this live auction kind of sound, or this oral auction? Is it only a certain time period throughout the night that this is going to be on?
Yes. And I believe, Debbie, tell me if I'm wrong, I think it starts at 7, the
Yes.
live auction. And we'll have somewhere between 10 and 15 items on the auction. We have a Albert Pujols bat.
Baseball bat, his retirement bat.
Wow.
We have a quilt. I think we have some bourbon.
We do. We have some bourbon, and we have, trying to think of what the other, well, we have a quilt rack also for the
Yes.
quilt. And we have a YMCA 1-year membership, and we have a wine tasting for 12 people, I believe it is. So,
Wow.
So yeah, so we have some
gotta
nice
come.
things on.
I am telling you what, you guys have got me ready to go.
Yeah, come on.
This is really incredible. So this sounds like this is not easy to put on. It takes a lot of moving parts, a lot of, folks. How long does it take for you guys to set up the dinner auction each year?
Setting up, meaning from start to finish?
From start to finish.
Probably a good 3 months, wouldn't
Wow.
you say?
Yeah.
By the time we send out all the invitations and send out donor letters and go to the businesses asking for donations and that, to the actual event happening, I would say at least 3 months. And then there's time after that we have to spend, wrapping up, sending out the thank yous and all that. So.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, that's really incredible, and it shows your guys' passion for this mission, and it really it comes through in the event. And with that being said, music too. The Screaming Eagles, great band, and the jam band going to be there also. I'm loving all of this. So, what time does the event officially end?
11.
Whoa, we're going to be having fun on March 25th, 5 to 11, and so much to really. To talk about, to look at, to bid on. And I got to ask you, with turnouts and things, do we need to kind of reserve some spots and get some tickets ordered in advance?
It would be better to ensure that everybody has a meal in that. So our website is stridinandsurvivin.org. Mm-hmm. And on the events page, if you click on the March 25th event, there's a link to buy tickets there.
Well, and, this just isn't one of the only event you guys do. You put on quite a few throughout the year. Is community involvement, these events, what really help you guys raise awareness for this mission?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We, March 5th?
March 5th.
We had a vendor fair, a spring vendor fair. And our vendors are a big support to us because they donate products for our auction, which is very helpful in that. And it also helps raise awareness. We handed out gas card request forms at the event, and if anybody knows of someone that is going through cancer treatment and could use a gas card, they can go directly to our website, and I think it's on our About page that they can go to, and there's a form there they can fill out. And
I am on there now. Yes, right here. The Fuel the Cure gas card program. And all you do, this is really simple. You put the information in, hit send, and that's taken care of.
Right.
And if you don't mind me asking, can you take us through just how beneficial this gas card is? Because I've had on OSF Healthcare, and we've talked about, the programs and services they provide for some of these things, like a gas card, like providing groceries. And the stress of treatment alone could be really problematic. Can you take us through that and what that gas card really does help alleviate?
Well, and I mean, we look at it as, since we're a small organization, it's probably a small gesture, but it's something that helps people, lets people know that there are other people out there that care about them and understand what they're going through the treatments and that. And even if it's just a gas card, it's something that's taking away some expense that would have to come out of pocket for them. So, we honestly just launched our own program in January. Prior to that, we had the gas card program through St. Clair Share, and we don't really know how much we're going to get in activity. I mean, we know what we did for St. Clair, but we don't know if ours will grow bigger, and so we're kind of treading water right now, trying to decide if there are other things that we can add to it. So.
Absolutely. And I know that you guys have probably had a few testimonies or folks, reaching back out to you and saying thank you, for providing this. What's that feeling like? Especially, as somebody that's gone through this and that, with yourself, and then, the work that you guys are doing day in and day out, that has to feel really just priceless to get that information and get that feedback.
It is nice. I actually had a high school classmate contact me, and she had a special needs sister who was going through cancer treatment. And they were so very grateful for the gas cards because the income just wasn't there. So it's really nice when you hear from somebody like that. So
absolutely. And what's the best way for us to stay up to date with information on upcoming events like the vendor fair, like the dinner auction, and maybe even help out and show a little bit of support to your guys' great organization?
We're on Facebook. And we also, our events page, we try to keep that up to date with all the current dates on events and that. So that's probably the best way, is to keep following us on Facebook and to check out our website from time to time.
Absolutely. And just because I like to ask this question, are there any parts in the year you guys do donation drives or anything like that? Because we do have a few programs on that do utilize those type of campaigns.
We, while we're doing our large event, we always are looking for donations. Okay. But our website also has a donate button. So
perfect.
If somebody would like to help, that button would be greatly appreciated. So
yes.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I really appreciate this. Let's circle back to the event. Well, let me ask you this. This is the best way to circle back. Debbie, I'll start with you. What's your favorite part about the dinner auction?
Oh, well, the music is great. We have lots of good baskets to bid on. We have the oral auction. It's going to be a fun night.
Absolutely. And Alice, what's your favorite part?
Oh, I would say just seeing all of the camaraderie of people coming in and supporting the cause. That just gives you a nice warm feeling. So
absolutely. Well, I really appreciate your time. And anytime you guys have events or anything coming up, let us know. We'll have you back on the show, talk about them, and raise the more awareness for your guys' incredible mission. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 10:52 on this St. Patrick's Day in the heart of the River Bend. It's a Friday in downtown Alton, and we're almost out of here. We got to take a break. We'll come back and wrap up this bad boy after this.